Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. The Solana chart, might have started obviously this larger wave 4 correction. We talked about that yesterday. Looking at the bigger picture, just to give everybody a little bit of orientation and information about where we are in the cycle. The idea is we are in this fifth wave to the upside, right? And this fifth wave to the upside could take us to 368, 370, 380 in the coming months, before we complete the larger cycle, which actually started in 2022. So we're looking at this 5-wave pattern to the upside, and we could be in the 5th wave of it, which means most of that rally is likely done as per previous updates. It does mean you just have to manage risk from a macro point of view. From a macro point of view, it's more just about understanding where risk and reward is. In the smaller time frame, we have the smaller support levels and everything, but from a macro point of view, if you hold Solana maybe in your hardware wallet, or you just sort of wanted to hold for this cycle, just understand that, in my opinion at least, we're getting close to the end of the cycle. Now, we are not there yet, and we haven't topped yet, in my opinion. But that being said, 5 waves up on this larger time frame can already be seen as complete. I mean, you can see a 5-wave move to the upside visually completed. It's just that when we zoom into the 5th wave to the upside, we might get a little bit more upside first before we really form that long-term top. And then we need to look at the structure, and we look at Fibonacci extension levels, and the Fibonacci extension levels suggest that we could still go a little bit higher, right? That's what I just told you, like 360, 370, 380 are very reasonable upside targets before we could form a major top. So the major top doesn't necessarily mean we're heading into a bear market, but a larger wave 2 will feel like a bear market to some. At least be prepared that if this wave 2 happens, you don't want to be a panic seller, right? That's all I'm saying, right? And how you manage that, I mean, that is based on you as an individual, but yeah, just highlighting the risk here. But again, overall, I don't expect us to have topped already. Rather, I see us potentially in a wave 4 with support between 163 and 220. That's the standard support region for a wave 4. The idea is that we're moving up in an ending diagonal. So this larger 4th wave is likely, well, it completed in August, and we're likely in that 5th wave, which would be a 5-wave move. And we likely are in an ending diagonal. So maybe the 3rd wave extends a little bit higher, but overall, as long as we're holding that support, I'm watching for higher prices. These are the levels where we can watch for support. The price already reacted to that support zone. Actually, the price reacted to the $220 level, the level where we were watching for a B-wave bounce yesterday. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But overall, yeah, the idea is we could be in this 4th wave, and we're looking for higher, and we're still in the upper, let's say the upper half of the trend channel above the center line, which also, as I showed you yesterday, could offer some support, which it so far is doing, like it did here, then it provided resistance here, and again, support back in November. So overall, uptrend still alive. We're still in an uptrending channel, and I just see the pullbacks as corrective. So if we take a look at the smaller time frame, the price actually, as I said, topped there possibly in a 3rd wave on the 22nd of November at around $266. That was at the 123.6 extension. Support area is visible here between $220. That's the first support level. The price reacted already. Then we've got the 38.2 retracement at $196.77. Then the 50% retracement at $179.25. And the 61.8 retracement. All of these are common levels for a wave 4. But the lower we go, obviously the deeper it gets. And the 61.8 retracement at $163, it is quite deep for a wave 4, and even in a diagonal. So again, sometimes people misunderstand. I'm telling you what support is, and I don't usually call these targets. The only level that I normally sometimes call a target is the 38.2 retracement at $196.77, because that is generally considered an ideal target for a 4th wave. But yeah, for now, I'm just paying attention to it. Just looking at the structure, we have a 3-wave move down already, which could be in this context the A wave. We might be working on a B-wave bounce. That's what we were looking for yesterday, highlighting that, maybe from here, a B-wave bounce might start. That's quite common, in such a 4th wave, that the B wave of that 4th wave actually starts at the 23.6 Fibonacci retracement. So it's just one of these typical levels. And that was also something that I posted yesterday on X. So if you follow us there, then you knew about it. Pretty much caught the local top there. Make sure that you follow us here on our X profile for additional updates. Yesterday, like 19 hours ago, I did post, and you find the link in the description to our X profile. After so the idea was I don't want to read it out, but for now I'm watching for the start of wave B at some point. The price has reached the 23.6 retracement at 220. So you can see that this was pretty much exactly the low. The price reacted and we probably started that B wave, right? So these are sort of the short-term infos that you get as a gold member, but some of them, some selected ones, you also get on X. But yeah, for gold members, there are many more for additional coins as well. But this is now the idea, and there's nothing at the moment telling me that this is something more bullish. Okay, it could be the case, I mean, but this is so choppy that it likely looks like it actually looks like a B wave. So standard resistance is now between $242.16 and $259.40. And the B wave itself should be an ABC structure, but this is just too small to let's say to label it. Yeah, it could very well be that we get a small B wave pullback in the larger B wave before we complete it. And then in that resistance area, I would be watching for a rejection and a possible start of wave C to the downside. That would be a first 5-wave decline that would set the stage for a C wave, and then we'll take it from there. That's the update about Solana. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.